Hello everyone, welcome to Kallada Academy. In this particular video, we'll understand on how to assess on with the influencers. Now, if I want to assess on with the influencers, we basically take in with three different aspects. The first one that we will be checking out on is the audience part. Now, once you are exploring on with the audiences of your influencers, right, what are things that needs to be checked out on? Now, the first thing that comes along is the segregation of the influencers on the basis of the count of followers that they are having in. So whenever the follower count is something close to 1 to 10,000, that will fall under the micro influencer category. If it is between 10 to 50,000, then it falls under the small influencer category. If it is 50 to 5 lakh that you can see, or 500,000, it becomes under the medium influencer categories, and a large will be 500,000 to 1 million, and 1 million plus will be coming under the mega influencers category that are there. Now, once you segregate on with these different influencers, what are the charges that they are levying on? So what are their influencers earnings, that we can call it as? Now, any micro influencer who is having a total follower count within 10,000 will be charging approximately $10 to $100 per post, right? So that is a basic kind of charge that you can call it, and on a per post basis. In a similar kind of scenario, if it is a small influencer with less than 50,000 followers, they will be charging something close to $100 to $500. If it is a medium grade influencer with less than 500,000 followers, or close to 500,000 followers in itself, they will be charging us something close to $500 to $5,000. These are all approximate numbers. These are varying on many different considerations. Somewhat close to large influencers who will be having close to 1 million followers will be charging us something $5,000 to $10,000, and any influencer who is having more than 1 million plus followers, or mega influencers, will charge around $10,000 plus, right, for a single post. So that is the kind of a breakup, or approximate charges that you can find out whenever you are searching out for your influencers. Now, whenever you choose on, right, for an influencer, we have just taken an example of Louis Young, which you can see out here in the left hand panel. Now, what are the things that needs to be taken care of? Now, whenever we are into a search of an influencer, the first we need to check out on the count of followers. Now, as you saw with the different sets of followers that are there, you can vary them as per micro, small, medium, large, or mega, and you can have an understanding what kind of charges that they might charge you, right? So these are all available. Now, these all also depends a lot on the type of niche that the specific influencer is into, right? So a fitness niche might be a little bit on a cheaper side for you, because when you just segregate on something like a small or a medium influencer, on on a specific niche, right, will be charging us something close to $500. But if it is something like a fitness niche, which is a very competitive niche, and you are having too many followers into that, so at that point of time you might be getting a little bit of a discount on these charges that are there. So obviously niches are something which is very much it is niche dependent, what we can call it as. Now, apart from that, you have platforms. So an Instagram influencer will be having a different kind of a rate with respect to TikTok, or something like an influencer on YouTube will be also charging on different kind of rates with respect to the platform that is there. Now, engagement rates are also an important thing. Now, we'll cover up on engagement rate a little bit down the line in the video, but engagement rate is also an important thing that needs to be considered on, right? So what is the kind of engagement per se, with likes, likes, comments, as well as shares, whatever that are the engagement parameters which the influencer is following in. So this will be also varying in. Apart from that, country is again an important thing, the promotions which the influencer is doing in, and what kind of a demand, right, which is getting generated once the influencer is promoting a kind of product that is there. So we need to be considering on so many different things. It is not only on the audience, it is not only on the engagement parameter, it is not only on the follower count that we should be believing in. The next aspect that we need to be checking out whenever we are assessing an influencer is the followers to following count. It is a healthy aspect if we are having a our chosen influencer is having a followers to following count close to something like 10:1. Now for every one following that the influencer is having in, there should be 10 times. So like you can understand, 10 followers to 1, right? So one following should be backed by 10 followers, that you can call it as. Now that is a healthy kind of schedule. Anything that is 1:1 will be a warning sign, because you can understand that the influencer is rather following in too many the parallel influencers which are there, and that is not helping it to gain in on the followers. So that is also something that needs to be taken care of whenever you are exploring on with one of the influencers that are there. Now the next thing, whenever you are doing an assessment of your influencers, you have to check on with the genuinity of the followers. So whether there are any kind of a fake follower or not. So if I just scroll down with the following count or follower count of this Louis Young, then we find out, right, that we have a few of these kinds of followers that are there who are not having any kind of an image. The post count is 0, the followers count is 0, the following count is immense, 834 following count. So these are all the bot generated followers that we are able to see, right? So these are again a cause of concern. So whenever we find out, whenever we are assessing on with an influencer and we see these kinds of followers, once we are doing the follower analysis at that point of time, these are signs of warning that we can call it as, once we explore on with the followers.